Hello everybody, I'm Chef Dino in the beautiful island of St. Martin. Today I'm going to demonstrate for you how to cook a London broil. London broil is not the cut of steak, it's actually a cooking method where you marinate the steak and then put it under the broiler, and then when it's all done you slice it against the grain. Originally designed for flank steak, chefs today are using a variety of medium tender cuts like the sirloin, top sirloin, the bottom sirloin flap, skirt steak, and today's feature cut, the inside round. Despite the name London broil, it's actually not from the UK, just like French toast isn't from France. So to start the London broil, we're gonna marinate our top round steak. And so we're using a mojo marinade. So mojo is just like citrus and garlic. We're gonna use also ketchup manis. Ketchup manis is a rich, thick, sweet soy sauce from Indonesia. We just put everything in a Ziploc bag. And then what we want to do is just like try to get as much of the air out as possible. You want to marinate the steak for 6 to 24 hours because marinating, similar to brining, introduces moisture and flavor into the meat. So our steak's been marinating for 24 hours, and the best part about US beef is that by the time it hits the store shelves, it's already had that natural aging process which enhances flavor and tenderness. We're gonna season our steak with a mojo rub. Mojo is just, again, citrus, garlic, some thyme, some cumin, and we're gonna put it in our preheated oven, which you want on the broiler setting as high as it can go, so 450, 500, and we're gonna do it for about 3 to 4 minutes per side. After that, we'll check the internal temperature, which we want to have at about 130, 135 to have that really perfect medium rare steak. Look how beautiful this crust is. We're gonna flip the steak over now and put it in for another 3 or 4 minutes. So now, no Facebook, no tweeting, no Instagram, watch your steak. Our steak has been resting for about 10 minutes, and I'm gonna slice it against the grain. You see the grain running the length of the steak, so I'm slicing this way. Oh wow, look how perfectly medium rare that is. Within minutes, you have a steak just as tender and flavorful as the more expensive cuts of beef. My favorite way to enjoy any steak is just simply brush it with a little bit of melted butter and some freshly ground salt and pepper. And what better way to enjoy this steak than with a glass of California Cabernet. Bon appetit! Hello everyone, I'm Chef Dino in the beautiful island of St. Martin. So now we're gonna make a Caribbean rice bowl. We're gonna use some leftover London broil. We're gonna have some black beans and rice and some slaw, mango, barbecue, all local flavors. So we're gonna start now with just getting a little bit of oil, vegetable oil, into the pot. To that, we're gonna add some butter. To this, we're gonna add some bacon. It's about 5 strips of bacon. We're adding sofrito. We're gonna add our black beans. We're using basmati rice today. You can use your favorite rice. Just saute all of that together. For our cooking liquid, we're gonna use some coconut milk. Then we're going to use about like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we want the water to be, the liquid to be about like a 1/4 inch higher than the rice, you know, about that much. And we're just going to simmer this for about 15 to 20 minutes, and we're just going to cover it and then keep the fire low. I have some store-bought like slaw mix, you know, cabbage, carrots. You can put anything you want in there. You can doctor it up your own way, you know, don't limit your creativity, use your imagination. I have some Italian dressing. Again, your favorite Italian dressing. You could use a balsamic dressing, any dressing you'd like. I have some fresh mint that we're gonna put in here as well. Some fresh cilantro, some lime, and squeeze that in. Some little virgin olive oil, just drizzle in here. Lime and olive oil go so well together. Some salt and pepper. And we've just, elevated a slaw without using mayonnaise. And we've got some exciting flavors. So that's our slaw for the rice bowl. The one common culinary thread that sews all islands together is beans and rice. Each island enjoys a version of rice and peas, and whether you call it beans and rice or rice and peas, don't be afraid to try your own version. Enjoy it, have fun, be creative. So to plate this rice bowl, we're just gonna, put our base of rice, our beautiful coconut black beans and rice. This is so nutritionally balanced. We've got protein in the beans along with the steak. Just put some barbecue sauce on the meat. We've got a ginger barbecue sauce here. Again, hot, cold, soft, crunchy, sweet, sour, everything going on. Just a little bit of mint on top for some extra garnish. Some more cilantro. Let's not forget the star of this dish is leftover mojo marinated London broil. Enjoy it. Hello, I'm Chef Dino from the beautiful island of St. Martin, and now we're gonna make curried beef taco. It's like inspired from like the traditional goat curry and roti that you would find in some of the islands like Trinidad and Jamaica. So we're gonna start just by putting in some olive oil into the pan. And this is a very fast, quick, under 15-minute dish you can make start to finish. Some onions start to saute. We're gonna use again some leftover, another creative way to use our London broil. Add the peppers. Add some ginger, garlic, and Scotch bonnet peppers. Wow, these aromatic vegetables are just releasing all their flavors. And it's like just another perk of the job for being a chef. Gonna add some potatoes. Potatoes will also help thicken the whole sauce once they release their starches. We got our spices. I've got some curry powder, some cumin powder. Wow. Just like a spice bomb went off in here. We have here what I like to call dirty water. So this is just some coconut milk and soy sauce and a little bit of honey. And we're just gonna simmer this. Gonna add just a couple tablespoons of water as well. Just gonna simmer this for about 10 minutes until the potatoes are cooked. Get some fresh thyme. So our curry has been simmering for about 15 minutes. You can see the potatoes have cooked nicely. They're nice and fork tender. We're gonna add our London broil in and just toss this to heat the beef up and toss it with the curry base. And this becomes a delicious, 15-minute beef curry using the London broil. To finish this, I'm just gonna garnish with some toasted coconut, some fresh basil, fresh mint, fresh cilantro, and we're gonna present this in the skillet just like this. We just create our own tacos, so put some rice on the bottom. This is like the coconut black beans and rice that you can use. I'm gonna put some curried beef on top, some mango and avocado salsa, a little extra coconut. There you have it, another creative use for leftover London broil with Caribbean flavors. Hello everyone, I'm Chef Dino from the beautiful island of St. Martin. We're gonna make a twist on a traditional Cuban sandwich. We're gonna use some previously cooked London broil and then we're gonna use some ham and cheese and pickles and put it all together in a slider. So we're gonna get started with a thin layer of mayonnaise on some slider buns. And these will take about like 45 seconds, maybe a minute to get toasted. We're gonna flavor our mayonnaise with a little bit of chimichurri. Just mix the chimichurri with the mayo. So chimichurri is like the classic, you know, steak sauce in many Latin and Caribbean countries, you know. I like to think of it as like Latin pesto. And so we're gonna, then our buns should be toasted by now. So we're gonna use, look how beautiful that is. So while the bread is still hot, you wanna put like a slice of cheese on both the top and the bottom. And this will help melt the cheese right away. Then what I do is I'll put ham also on both top and bottom. Then we're gonna put piece of pickle on the bottom. Gonna put our steak on the bottom. Our beautiful previously cooked London broil. Then you just put a little dollop of the chimichurri mayo. A little dollop of mustard as well. And you close it with the top. We put them on our board here. We top each one with a tomato and a toothpick. Here you go, the perfect 2-bite sandwich that your whole family will enjoy in under 15 minutes. Hello, I'm Chef Dino in the beautiful island of St. Martin. So now I've taken a top round steak and sliced it very thinly against the grain. I've pounded it out a little bit, and so to make like our beautiful carpaccio. Why this meat is so good for carpaccio? Because it's got that intense beef flavor, it's super lean, and it's easy to slice. So for me, it makes a great carpaccio that's just as delicious as the more expensive, you know, cuts of beef. I'm gonna paper thinly slice a clove of garlic. Gonna put some virgin olive oil in a pan just to get hot. Gonna add the garlic pieces in there just to get toasted. Cook this garlic just for about 10 or 20 seconds until the flavors come out and you see a little nuttiness and brown color. I'm gonna top the carpaccio with some balsamic vinegar. Gonna hit it with some salt and pepper. Some freshly ground. Now I'm gonna take my garlic that's been toasted and the hot oil. And the hot oil, if you hear that sizzle, just starts to warm the beef a little bit. And then just some fresh basil on top. You could put crumbled goat cheese or Parmesan cheese on this as well. You could put truffle oil. You could put capers. So, you know, the sky's the limit. Only be restricted by your creativity. And there you have a very simple top round carpaccio.